Cancer, what's going on with you? It's your girl D with 8th House Energy, here to bring you Mercury Retrograde reading. Please take a look at the Mercury Retrograde video that I did. It'll be attached at the end of this video, but you may want to check that out first so that you understand why I'm doing this reading. The planetary alignments and the way that they are, I felt that, because of the information that I know and understand about what's going on, I felt like I should share it. I'm not saying I know everything about it, but what I do know, I think is very important because it's going to be affecting a lot of people, and it's a situation where people could misinterpret things, misunderstand things, and it can be a mess. So, I wanted to do these videos to get this out so that people, know what to be aware of during this Mercury retrograde season when it comes to love, when it comes to, prosperity, and then when it comes to protection, right? So let's get started. So we're going to have one of these cards here. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. We're going to choose one of these, and this card is going to represent the overall energy for the reading. And we will base the energies of love, prosperity, and protection on this overall energy that we pull. And this will be the universe's messages to you in reference to coping with these Mercury retrograde energies. Now, we know that, with Mercury being in retrograde in the 12th house, which is the house of Pisces, that's all about karma coming back to you. That house. That house is also all about hidden friends, hidden enemies. It's all about glamorizing things, where people will lie and make things more than what they are just because they're trying to relate to someone or look like something they aren't, or, they have negative intentions towards you, so they'll tell you things. This is a lot of this energy going on right now. And then we have Mercury retrograde coupled with that. So we got people coming back from the past, and these are people who, have the access to our heartstrings who may be coming back. Okay, so we got to be careful in reference to how we respond to them. This Mercury retrograde energy started, the pre-shadow stage started February 3rd, and the post-shadow stage, the last day of that, is like the 27th. So there's like 3 days left of March after that, and then we're in the clear for April, right? So I'm recommending, you can do what you want, you have free will, but I'm recommending that if anybody come back to you, wanting to reconnect, reconcile, whether it be a family member, or old friend, old business partner, old member from an association, people, whoever, a loved one, intimate lover. Not to get your emotions too caught up in this individual. Don't make a final determination on if you're going to allow them back in your life until maybe the first or second week of April. Because these energies that are going on right now are all about illusion. Okay, it's all about the creative imagination. It's all about escapism. It's all about, the mind. Psychic abilities are dealt with in this house. Creative imagination, illusions. Okay, so these energies right now, and plus with Mercury in retrograde, people coming back because people are being disillusioned. They're having these thoughts thinking, oh, well, let me reconnect with this person. Glamorizing the situation between them and that person, meaning that they're trying to make light of it. No, it was a real situation. This person told you they didn't want to be with you anymore. Just because you can't let go and they're coming to your thoughts right now doesn't mean that you would want to go act out on them. It could very well mean you need to let this die. Because, the 12th house is where the souls come to die, where messages come to die, things come to die. The spirit, when it's born in Aries, and it goes through the 12 houses, and the 12th house is where it comes to die. So this is symbolism, as in, if there's something that's not going to evolve into something, let it die here. Okay? So let's take a look and see what the overall energy is here. We have the Fates. And that is number 17. The number 17 major arcana here is the Star. The Star card, let's see if it relates, but it talks about healing. It talks about being in a situation where you have renewed hope, inner clarity, You believe in miracles because miracles are happening for you. You believe that, you're in the spotlight for some of you, okay? And all these stars, look at all these stars around this person. It's interesting that I said the star card and the number 17, you know? So let's see what this relates to. So this card here, let me show you, I'm sorry. So this card relates to, now it relates to fate. It relates to karma. It relates to acceptance, that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. This is very critical for you, Cancer. Okay, you are a water sign as well. Okay, so your house is the fourth house. The fourth, the eighth, and the 12th house are the houses that have similar energies in reference to connections to the past, connections to the next, the next dimensions, the fourth, sixth, seventh, fourth, fifth, sixth, and so on. Right? These are the houses that allow the closest access to that. So 12th house is all about karma. So what you're going through right now, Cancer, hopefully you did some good things and you're experiencing good karma right now. For those of you who, maybe have participated in situations where, it wasn't good, or you took advantage of someone, unfortunately you may be experiencing some bad karma right now. But no matter what side of the fence you're on, this reading is going to help you to maneuver through this energy, So the first set of energies we're talking about here is relationship. Now, while I turn the cards over, I'm going to read and then we'll talk about these here. So it says other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be, so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally, for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. Interesting energy here. So, Cancer, what this is saying here is, for some of you, you may be having people come to mind at this time. It's Mercury Retrograde, right? And like I said, the 12th house is a place where you're coming to look at situations where, do I need to let this go, or should I see if there is an opportunity for things to get better? Whether you were the one who caused conflict or the other person, or you both did your part. What's going on right now is that, for some of you, you may have denied communicating or connecting in relationships that have been beneficial to you, because people may not suit your perspective on how they should look, how they should be. You would look at people and try to fit them into how you wanted them to be. You weren't accepting people for who they are. And as a result of you not liking it, you may have shunned people or treated people unfairly. If it came to friends, maybe you decided not to be friends with someone, or you treated someone terribly as a friend because they didn't fit the mold you wanted them to fit. This could also be family members as well. Maybe because they didn't fit the mold you wanted them to fit, you started treating them terribly and being mean to them. Okay? And it also could represent love. You may have done this in love. Okay? Or you could have had this done to you, and the person who did this to you is thinking about this right now. So you may be feeling them. Or if this is coming to your conscious, you're feeling it right now. With this Mercury retrograde energy, this energy is going to be going on all the rest of February and all of March. So what I've been saying to people is, you may have thoughts about people from the past. They may come and go during this time, specifically past, especially people who died, because we are in the 12th house, all right? And that is the house that's close to the subconscious, psychic abilities, things like that. So you may think about people who passed away in your life during this time, and that's normal. But what you really want to consider during this time is the fact that with this energy, you're going to have to decide if you're going to let something go or move on. And if there are people that you're dealing with that don't fit the mold and you're dealing with them anyway, and as a result of you dealing with them anyway, you're being mean to them because you're not respecting them. You're not respecting them for who they are. You're trying to change them, or you just, just that type of energy. That is something that you're going to be thinking about, or if someone did that to you, they're going to be thinking about that with you. Now, these people may reach out to you, or you may have the urge to reach out. What I'm asking people to do is just to wait until the first or second week of April to decide how you're going to feel about this person, whether you're going to close the gap, close it off and let it die, or whether you're going to reconnect with them and try things again. The reason you want to wait until April is because, again, this energy is all about illusions. It's all about embellishment. People making things, into what it really isn't. It's all about glamorizing. And if somebody wants to get back at you, or if somebody sees that they can get something from you and take advantage of you because of how you feel about them, and you reach out and they put you in that position, it's going to be unfortunate for you when these energies clear, because you're going to be like, shit, I'm in the same situation with this person again. Why did I go back to them? I should have known better. So with the relationship thing here, we have the Nine of Cups reverse and we have Justice. Now, in the past with the Nine of Cups reverse, you decided, for some of you, or maybe someone decided about you, that you weren't what it was that they wanted. Okay, this person very well could have been what you needed and what the universe wanted you to have, because it's saying here that it says here specifically, it says, what if they are, and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation, what if it's perfect from the perspective of spirit? So with the Nine of Cups in reverse here and the Justice card here, Spirit is saying that this person that was sent to you, as far as relationships are concerned, this was the perfect person for you. Okay? This was the past. Now this is the present. So now many of you are thinking about this person right now. Okay? This person was brought into your life as this was a fated relationship. I can't pick up the card. This was a fated relationship. This person was brought into your life by spirit. And because you did not work with this person, with the Nine of Cups in reverse, this is someone who talks about, maybe you felt this person was unattractive. Maybe you felt they were greedy. Maybe you felt they were overweight. Maybe you felt that they were lazy. Maybe you looked at them as, quick results. You can get whatever you wanted from them, but you really didn't like them like that, and you treated them this way. This is Spirit's current situation saying to you right now that you're going to receive justice for that. And if someone did that to you, Cancer, they're receiving justice for it right now as well. During this Mercury retrograde, they're receiving justice because the 12th house is where Mercury retrograde is. The 12th house is all about karma. It's all about karma. So rest assured, that person who did that to you, they're getting their karma right now. Okay? Because maybe they really want you back and they realize what they lost. Okay? Now, for others of you, we have the High Priestess and we have the Eight of Swords. Now, the High Priestess energy in the past, this was you using your intuition. You're very intuitive. You're a water sign, just like Pisces and Scorpio. So right now is going to be very heightened. You're going to be having dreams of all sorts. I'm a Scorpio. I got a couple placements of Scorpio, and I've been having dreams. And I know that these people are thinking about me because they did me dirty. I understand that. And so, that doesn't mean that, and some of them I really loved. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to reach out and contact them because I know that the way the relationship, it ended. So it ended for a reason. So don't go thinking that because you're thinking about someone and you really still have feelings for them, that you should reach out to them right now. Because with these energies, it will make you have illusions of that. It'll make you glamorize the situation, meaning that you won't look at it realistically. Like it ended for a reason. Now, if this person wants to reach out to you, then let them reach out. But I wouldn't make any solid, firm, intimate consummation of the relationship until at least the first or second week of April. That way you can look at the situation again once these energies clear and decide, okay, did I make the right choice communicating with this person again, or should I just end it because I'm done? And that way you've not expended any intimate or emotional energy into the situation. If you do it and vice versa, and you get intimate with this person, these energies clear, you may realize, after these energies clear, that you wasted your time because you're still in agony. This person still doesn't want to be with you, or they're still, treating you in a disrespectful manner, or they led you to believe that they wanted something and they really didn't because they just wanted maybe sex from you or something like that. So you got to be careful. You got to protect yourself. We'll talk about the protection aspect over here. But for others of you, we have the Death card and the Wheel of Fortune. So for some of you, you went through a transformation in the past. Some of you, you may have lost a loved one. Like I said, during this time, because Mercury retrogrades in the 12th house, you could be thinking about your loved ones who passed away. Okay? And if you want to say something to them, maybe there's some unresolved conflict you have on your heart, and you want to say, and maybe that's what's affecting you in these relationships and why you're not able to open up to other people, friends, other family members, and lovers. Maybe it's because of something that happened with a family member from the past, okay, that's no longer here, and you're not able to say what you want to say. You can say what you want to say. What you can do is, next week on the 26th, Sunday night, that's the new moon. The new moon, you're supposed to use these energies that are around us. You know how you get that gut feeling? That's not something you can actually touch, and it's not something you can actually see. It's something you feel. So there are energies around us that we don't pay attention to because we can't see it or touch it, but we can feel them when they're there. We need to be using these energies, and the new moon energies are energies that come in that category that I'm speaking of. So what you can do is at night, you can write your intentions out. Write how you feel to this person. Write what you want to say. Whatever it is you want to say to them. Write it out. And late at night, at midnight, go outside. If you have a candle, take a white candle. But if it's too cold to blow out, don't worry about the candle. You can do this in your home too, but just open the window so that, the energy blows. If you light the candle, you want to let the candle burn until it goes out. Okay? But you don't have to have a candle. You can just go outside and you can read, call on your spirit guides, call on your ancestors, call on your guardian angels. Ask them to bring forth and call the person's name. By universal law, that person their energy will appear in your midst. You may not see them or feel them or hear them with your tangible 3D energy, but they will be there. By universal law, they have to come. And then what you will do is you will read that letter to them. And then you will take the letter and you will burn it. All right? You can use energies and you can speak to those who are not here by setting your intentions to do that, by writing a letter. You can even do that with people who are across the world and you guys are not speaking anymore. Okay? You can communicate with them on that level. Why? Because especially right now, the Mercury retrograde is in the 12th house, and it's in the house of psychic abilities, intuition, high priestess energy, okay? And you're a water sign, so you're highly intuitive and you have psychic abilities anyway. So you can mend this situation. Let's talk about prosperity. It says your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You are being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation seeming thrust upon you by outside forces, but there is an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation you are unprepared for, and you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment. Do not fight the situation. Write it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it. And the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. Now let's see what these cards are about in reference to prosperity. This was an interesting message. Okay. So the first card here is the Knight of Swords reversed and the Two of Swords reversed. So in the past, in reference to prosperity, Knight of Swords reversed. This is talking to me about you being dishonest or someone being dishonest to you. Someone lying to you or you lying to someone. Okay? And for some of you, the prosperity may not necessarily be about money. It may be about clearing your heart chakra. Keep in mind that your heart chakra is clear, money and prosperity will come to you. Stop and look at the color of the heart chakra. I got this music playing right now. This video playing right now. If you look at the heart chakra, it's green. I don't know if you can see it, but it's green. Okay? The heart chakra. You clear your heart chakra, your prosperity will increase. Your money will come in. Money is green. Money is green. Green for a reason. All right? So, for some of you, you have to clear up the injustices that have been done to you. You have to let them go, or you have to try to right the wrong in order for your prosperity to prevail. So now currently you're deciding on taking action. Some of you want to take action in some sort of way with the Two of Swords in reverse towards prosperity. But it's saying here that, your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You're being invited to accept what is unreservedly. Okay? This could be a temporary situation thrust upon you by outside forces, but there's an underlying purpose that you can't see that has been determined by the fates. Again, the fates. Okay? So you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment, but do not fight the situation. Ride it out and see where it leads. So for some of you, you would only know what you're experiencing in reference to that. Okay, so you may need to make the decision to ride it out. Right now is not a time to be proactive in doing anything. Don't sign any new contracts. Don't make any new, don't, take part in any new partnerships. Don't start anything new during a Mercury retrograde. Spirit is saying for you to ride this out until the first or second week of April. And then look at how you feel about it and then go about it. If it's something that's detrimental to you where you feel compelled to act or to communicate, write down how you feel. All right? And just do that as if every time you think about it during the Mercury retrograde and you're compelled to write down how you feel, write it down. And then after the Mercury retrograde energies subside, like the first or second week of April, look at what you wrote and see if you feel the same way. If you do, proceed. If you see you need to make, changes, do that accordingly. But these energies here are very elusive, and they will have you maybe thinking things or perceiving things in a manner in which they may not be. Now, for others of you, we have the Nine of Pentacles reverse and the Eight of Wands reverse. So in the past, some of you, as far as financial, you may have been having some financial difficulties. You may have been, losing money. Okay? Maybe you felt that, because you didn't have money, that you didn't have worth for some of you. But I'm showing that, you're changing your attitude about this right now, and which you should. So this is going to be on your mind, your money. All right, your money's going to be on your mind a lot right now. But again, with the Eight of Wands in reverse showing up in the present, do not take any action towards it. The wands are about action. You look with this Eight of Wands here, you want to take quick action. Spirit is saying, do not. Ride this time out. You're going to be fine shortly. Don't make any moves in reference to clearing up your financial situation until after the first week of April, is what this is saying here. And for others of you, we have the Ten of Swords and we have the King of Cups reverse. So in the past, with the Ten of Swords energy, for some of you, you were feeling a lot of pain. A lot of you may have gotten to the point where you hit rock bottom. Okay, the communication that was going on and what you were experiencing with the Ten of Swords could have been a terrible betrayal. All right, maybe you did this to someone or someone did this to you. But in the current state right now, you could be feeling with the King of Cups that you were emotionally unavailable for this person, or this person was emotionally unavailable for you. Okay, and if that's the case, this person will be on your mind right now. If you did this to them, or if they did this to you, vice versa. It'll be on your mind right now. Some of you may be having dreams about this person. If this situation is compelling you to reach out to this person, write down, every time you think about this person, just make a note somewhere. You don't have to write if you don't want to write your thoughts, but just put a check mark on the calendar. Thought about this person today, like a green check mark. And then look back at April, the first week of April, and see how you feel about it. If you still feel compelled to reach out to the person, reach out to them. If you don't, then you don't. But again, there's some in order for you to be prosperous, you have to clear up things that have happened to you by letting them go and bringing closure to them. And also, you may need to bring closure to someone else. Well, not necessarily bring closure to them, but if you did this to someone, this will be on your mind, and you may be compelled to reach out. Okay? Now, the protection messages. This is to protect you during the Mercury retrograde so that you don't you're not overly stimulated emotionally, and it doesn't drive you crazy. You know that it's just thoughts, and that that you have to just ride out this wave, and that it will end in a period of time. All right, so the protection message says here, it is difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all. Yet what we do with our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges, is how we rise up to meet our destiny. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness and change certain situations and surrender to acceptance. Hang in there. Life will only get better. Act as if you believe that, for the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with fates, being mindful of what you can and cannot do, serenity will come to you. So for some of you, this is accepting the things that you cannot change. Okay? Accepting things that you cannot change and surrendering to that. Okay? So if this is someone who is denying you or rejecting your approach or your apology, or to be with you in a relationship because they don't want to treat you fairly or they don't see your worth, then this is the universe telling you you were meant to meet this person for a reason. This was so that you would learn how to say, okay, this is not what is good for me. This is what's good for me. If you were someone who treated someone unfairly, like I said, for some of you, this is you. The universe sent you someone and you turned them away, and now you are wanting this person back. But the universe is saying with the Justice card here, unfortunately, some of you may not get this person back. This was a lesson for you. This person was sent to you to teach you a lesson. Now with the protection message here, we have the Six of Swords reverse, and we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles reverse has been coming up in a lot of Mercury retrograde readings. Now, with the Six of Swords in reverse in the past, this was you maybe mentally stuck, okay? Maybe physically stuck, okay? And it could be because of lack of funds, all right? So for some of you, you may want to move, you may want to relocate, but you're not able to now because right now you are trying to put plan in place. For some of you, you don't have the funding, okay? And that's because you have to clear up your heart chakra, basically. You have to forgive what has happened to you, let it go, or you have to, accept the fact that fate is bringing you justice for how you treated other people. One or the other. But in the past, you may have been stuck in that negative energy if you were doing someone that way, or you were stuck in that negative energy because you were allowing someone to treat you that way. But moving forward, you realize that to protect yourself with the King of Pentacles in reverse, you have to have follow through. You have to put your foot down. Let people know what you mean. Don't let people walk over you. Because the King of Pentacles in reverse is someone who could let people walk all over them, take advantage of them. They're just giving them your money, doing whatever, giving whatever to them, and they're taking advantage of you. This person was sent to you by fate to teach you to respect yourself. All right? And if you were the person doing this to someone, this person was sent to you to teach you that, you can't, you may have lost out on the right one. And you may have to live with that karma now. For others of you, I have the Sun card in reverse, and I have the Six of Pentacles. Now, in the past, the Sun card in reverse, this is like delayed gratification. This is like you seeing what it is that you really want, seeing the success, knowing that you can get there, but there's just one thing that you have to take care of first, okay? Or a couple of things that are in your way keeping you from getting there. Some of life's challenges, all right? And maybe there's some things that you need to accept so that you can get this Sun. Now, current energy is, with the Six of Pentacles, you have to give and take equally. If you want someone to treat you fairly, you have to treat them fairly. If you want to be treated fairly, you have to stand up and let people know how to treat you. Okay? So moving forward with this Six of Pentacles energy, you want to give what someone gives you. If they're giving you this much, who was I talking to about this? I think it was Sagittarius. If they're giving you this much, you give them this much. If they're giving you this much, then you can give them this much. But don't you be up here and they're down here. This is what this energy is saying. If you want happiness in your relationships, then you have to understand the give and take. This was you in the past. You were close, but because there was no real give and take, then it didn't happen. Okay? For others of you, I have the Three of Swords in the past, and in the present energy, the Four of Wands revert. No, the Four of Wands upright. So in the past, a lot of you experienced broken hearts. Okay, it could have been from something that happened in your childhood. It could have been from past loves. It could have been from unfortunate fallouts with friends or family. Okay, it could have been your heart was broken when a loved one passed away. Okay, but in the past, there was definitely heartbreak. Moving forward, if you, just understand the things that you've learned, look at the lessons you've learned, and you start to heal your third chakra, your heart chakra, you can work with rose quartz. I don't have my piece in here with me. I'm actually working with it myself. If you start working with rose quartz to help clear your heart chakra, this is what you're going to experience moving forward. You're going to have emotional stability. You're going to be able to meet someone who is for you, and you will have that happy home that you want, Cancer. All right? Now, okay. So let's see what time. Okay, so let me get you your advice, because my camera's going to cut off, and then I'm going to let you guys go. I hope this resonated with you guys. I hope, please leave a comment and let me know. All right, so we have journey. You guys are on a journey. The number 2 energy. All right, and that's the High Priestess energy. So tap into your energy. Tap into your intuition at this time. All right, your intuition is going to lead you. So it says, pack your bags, a journey, a foretell, upcoming travel, or a shift in location. Yeah, some of you want to move, like I said. It says, it may be as simple as a vacation, a retreat, a class, or even a work-related trip. This card could also be a signal of a move of residence or a job relocation. The upright position indicates that the plans should go off without a hitch. Still, be clear about your motivations and mindful of logistics. All of life is a journey, and this card is telling you that you have some exciting and inspiring adventures ahead. So plan your trip. Don't move, though, and if you can, don't move until the first week of April. Okay? So I hope this resonated with you guys. Let me know in the comments, or click the like button to share if you know someone who can use it. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace, Cancer.